On Monday morning, something strange happened at Maple Lane School. All the playground rules disappeared. Not the signs. Those were still there, bolted to the fence. But somehow, overnight, every single person forgot what the rules were. Mrs. Shaw, the principal, scratched her head. "I know we had rules," she said, "but I can't remember a single one." The teachers shrugged. The lunch monitors shrugged. Even old Mr. Gupta the gardener shrugged, and he had been at the school for 22 years. "No rules?" said a boy named Neil. His eyes went wide. "No rules," said Mrs. Shaw. "Yes!" shouted Neil. He ran outside. So did everyone else. At first, it was wonderful. Neil ran straight to the big slide and went down 5 times in a row. No waiting, no line. Just him, the slide, and the wind in his hair. But then Pretty wanted a turn. She climbed the ladder while Neil was still sliding. They bumped at the bottom. Pretty's elbow hit Neil's knee. "Ow!" said Neil. "Move," said Pretty. "I was here first." There are no rules, remember? Across the playground, things were getting messy. 3 boys fought over one swing. A girl pushed another girl off the seesaw. Someone threw a ball at the monkey bars, and it bounced off and hit someone's lunchbox. Sandwiches went flying. The sandbox was the worst. 6 children all wanted to dig in the same spot. Sand flew everywhere, into eyes, into hair, into shoes and ears, in places sand should never go. By 10 o'clock, 3 children were crying, 5 were arguing, 2 had sand in their ears, and nobody was having fun. Neil sat on the bench. His knee hurt from the slide bump. His shirt had sand on it. He looked at the playground and frowned. "This is terrible," he said. A girl named Anika sat down next to him. She had sand in her braids. "It was supposed to be amazing," she said. "No rules, total freedom. But it's just chaos." Neil nodded. If everyone does whatever they want, nobody gets what they want. They sat and thought. The playground noise was awful. Shouting, arguing, the clang of the swing chains tangling together. "What if we made new rules?" said Anika. "Like what?" "Like taking turns on the slide, 1 person at a time. Go down, then go to the back of the line." "That's a good rule," said Neil. "And what about the swings?" A boy named Omar walked over. He had been listening. "A timer," he said. 3 minutes each. When the timer dings, you switch." "And the sandbox?" said Anika. "Sharing circle," said a quiet girl named Lily, who had appeared behind them. "You pick a corner. Everyone gets their own space. If you want to build together, you ask." The 4 of them looked at each other. 4 kids, 4 rules. Could it work? They stood up on the bench. "Everyone!" shouted Neil. "We have an idea!" The playground went quiet. Everybody was tired of fighting. Everybody was ready to listen. Neil explained the slide rule. Omar explained the timer. Anika explained the sharing circle. And Lily, quiet Lily, said something that made everyone stop. "Rules aren't about saying no," she said. "They're about making sure everyone gets a turn, even the smallest kid, even the newest kid, even the kid who's too shy to push to the front." The playground was silent for a moment. Then slowly, everyone nodded. They tried the new rules. 1 at a time on the slide, timer for the swings, corners in the sandbox. And if you wanted to play with someone else's ball, you asked first. By lunch, the playground was a different place. The slide had a line, but it moved fast. The swings had a timer, and everyone cheered when it dinged. The sandbox had 4 little kingdoms, and some children had already started building bridges between them. Neil went down the slide. At the bottom, Preeti was waiting for her turn. "Your go," he said, stepping aside. "Thanks," she said, and smiled. That afternoon, Mrs. Shaw came outside. She looked at the peaceful playground. She looked at the line by the slide, the timer by the swings, and the little kingdoms in the sandbox. "It seems," she said, "you remembered the rules after all." "No," said Neil. "We made better ones." That night, Neil lay in bed and thought about the playground. Freedom without rules wasn't freedom at all. It was just a mess. But rules made by everyone, for everyone, those felt like something good. He closed his eyes and smiled. Tomorrow, it was his turn on the swings first. The end.